Hello musiqueros and musiqueiras, my name is Daniel Souza and welcome to one more video! How are you guys? I hope you're doing good. I think things are coming back to normal slowly. This week, many countries are coming out from the lockdown, so we have a little bit more possibilities to dance. And I hope the governments take the right decisions. Fingers crossed. Please guys, to support this Musicality project, give a thumbs up on this video and comment here down and subscribe to the channel of course, so that YouTube know that you want more from this content. And of course you can also participate actively of the project, sending me some suggestions of topics that I can speak here for you. And also giving me feedbacks on Facebook and Instagram too. 1 week ago we talked about music and media. How did you start listening to music? How do the media influence our taste for music? What kind of media do you know? These and other questions we covered in the last video. So make some popcorn and watch it. The link is of course on the description. Today we're gonna talk about a rhythm and instrument in salsa that the salseros call la clave. Do you know how to play the instrument clave? Do you recognize the type of clave in a song? Don't be shy and write it in the comments. The origins of clave is really fascinating. All the Spanish ships that went to Cuba and the New World in 1492 were made from trees from the nearby regions from Sevilla in Spain. This was after Columbus' first voyage. Voyage, voyage. There was a lot of shipbuilding while the Spanish people went to the New World, and they also built a lot of strongholds in the Caribbean, but also in the Central and South America. After that, the countryside around Sevilla was deforested and they had to build their ships in Cuba. What happened after that? The Spanish people found out that in Cuba, the wood of Cuba is better, had a better quality than the Spanish one. It was harder, rot resistant, and didn't bow or warp so easily. African slaves who the Moors brought to the Reconquista in 1492 were sent to Cuba to work at the shipwright labor. The ships were built without nails, because nails were very expensive that time, and pegs were used to fasten the wood planking together. The Africans had been deprived of the drumming from Africa by the Spanish, but they could remember the rhythms from Africa. One day they picked up two of these wood pegs and struck it together, and the sound was very loud and sharp and also very penetrating. The Africans started fashioning these pegs and turning it in smooth round sticks, and that could be used as rhythm instruments. And so they could perpetuate the rhythms of Africa. A really interesting story. Did you know that? Nowadays, many different cultures use the clave to organize their structures in music. We have the African diaspora music in Haiti, for example, or the Afro-Brazilian music, or the Afro-American music, Louisiana voodoo drumming, Afro-Uruguayan music, and others. In considering the clave as a kind of communication between cultures, we also talk about transnational influence. It's for many cultures the heartbeat of their music. That's why the clave is so important for the Afro-Latin American music. And we should all know about them. Imagine this kind of music would be a Bugatti Chiron, up to 400 kilometers per hour.
Wow, guys, what a fantastic car. Don't you should, that's...
And you are trying to drive it without a seatbelt and the proper security stuff. You are not able to control it. And that's the same with musicality. You can't move forward in dancing if you don't know about musicality and you don't study the music. Many dance students in the world understood this message. And if you are one of them, please spread the message. Okay, let's talk a little bit about clave in salsa. For many people, it's really easy to follow and to understand it, and for other people not. And that's why I'm here. I also have to study a lot about clave, about other instruments. But I keep on learning. There are some different time signatures in music, and it's important for us to know some of them to understand better the clave. The 4/4 signature shows us that are 4 quarter notes in one measure. What means that exactly? You just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty easy. The son clave is a rhythmic pattern used in many of the different salsa genres. We talk about salsa, mambo, or rumba yambu, for example. If you are a salsa or a mambo dancer, you should have it in mind. And what about the 6/8 or 12/8 time signatures? In the Afro-Cuban bembe music, we're gonna talk about this one. I'll play a pattern and maybe you're gonna understand that by hearing. Ta 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 ta. The strongest accent is the one in this case. Ta. Here. Ta 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 ta. All right? We keep just this both for our video today. Llanto centro voy para Macané, luego encuentro voy para Mayari. I'm really sure you have heard this song already. If you said Chan Chan from Buena Vista Social Club, you were right. As I was a beginner, I thought this one was salsa. And many years later, somebody told me this is son. And salsa comes from son and not son from salsa. Very important to know. Anyway, take here just the accents of the sentence. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané. Which means from Alto Cedro, I go to Marcané, both in Cuba. Google says around 10 minutes by car. And these accents are exactly the 3/2 son clave. Because you take the De Alto Cedro voy. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané. This is clearly the clave 3/2. How do I count that? 1 and 4, 6, 7, and 1 and 4, 6, 7. Why is it 3/2 clave? Because on the first measure we have 3 strokes and on the second measure we have 2 strokes. De Alto Cedro voy para Macané. So this is how we count it, but try it with your fingers, with your cheeks, with your breast, everything. Llanto centro voy para Macané. Llanto centro voy para Macané. By the way, did you know that if you beat your cheek, you're gonna get some different notes? So now we take another example with rock and roll. Yes, there is also a clave in rock and roll. The song I Want Candy from the Strange Loves from 1965 has the clave at the beginning. Check it out. The clave is everywhere. Maybe it's under your bed. The son clave 2/3 can also be used in salsa. Have you ever listened to the song? Ya Lo Sé by Calle Real. Pay special attention to the clave. The first stroke of the clave begins on the second beat. So we have a 2/3 clave. 1, nothing. 2, 3. 5 and 8. 1, 2, 3. 5 and 8. Pretty easy too, huh? If it's not easy yet, it will be after you exercise a lot. And now we're gonna talk about the rumba clave. For some people, it's a little bit more complicated than the son clave, but it's also about exercising. What's the difference between the son and the rumba clave? At this side, you have the son clave. Cha, 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 cha. And on the other side, you have the rumba clave. Cha, 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 cha. What is the difference? Just one stroke. The third stroke is just a half beat later than the son clave. Check out 1 and 4. This is the son clave. And on the other side, 1 and 6, 7. This is the rumba clave. But I've got a trick to recognize it. You're gonna beat the first and the second stroke, cha, cha. And on the third one, you're gonna sneeze. Eh? What? Check out. 1 and 6, 7, and a 1 and 2, 6, 7. Of course, you have to prepare your sneezing. I never saw, or yes, I saw somebody sneezing like that. but it's not healthy at all. That's why you have to prepare your knees. Chew. So, and this is the rumba clave. 1 and 6 7 1 and 3 6 7 and a 1. Okay, check this out. Try it in front of your PC or your laptop, but pay attention that you can after clean that. Oh, and another advice about that, please sneeze on your elbow. Well, this kind of clave is very common in rumba guaguancó. I've heard already many people doing the clave like this. Cha 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 cha, and it sounds like. It's definitely not the African Cuban clave. But we were talking about the rumba clave that can be 3-2 or 2-3 as well. If you start the 3-2, you have 1 and 6 7, 1 and 6 7, and on the other side you have the 2-3 clave in 1 2 3 5 and 2 3 5 and 2 3 5 and. Okay, now listen to this one. We can't count it using just 1 2 3 4, but 1 2 3 4 5 6, and all for the beginning. 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Daniel, is it salsa?
It's not exactly salsa, but it's one of its origins, the rumba Colombia. If you change the clave in the music, you have also to change the pattern from all other instruments. And it's also a feeling for the musicians to get in the same mood while playing. How does it work exactly? If you take the 3 part of the clave, for example, 3-2 clave, cha, 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 you have dynamic in it. And it comes through the syncopation that you have on the second beat. Listen, 1, not 2, not 3, but and. 1 and 4. That's why it's a little dynamic. The 2 part of the clave gives us a feeling of security because of the on beat. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. It's exactly on the beat. That's why it gives me a feeling of straightness. I want to thank Mr. Michael de Miranda from Holland for these explanations. The guy is amazing. Follow him. And here I have some music examples for you. What kind of clave is this one? And how about this one? And now example number 3.
Bueno, ya llegué con Timbalay. Claro, Robertón. Ahí no.
I'm curious about your answers. Please write in the comments. Do you have any songs that you don't know the clave? So we can take the songs and please give me and we can analyze it together. I have another trick to exercise the clave. Take this sentence. I go out, not now. I go out, not now. I go out, not now. So in the 3 part, you have the dynamic, I go out, and on the second part, you have something static, not now. Try it too. You should also buy a clave for home. And a very, very good exercise is also to play the clave and do your basic steps, for example, or simple turns. Of course, you can clap it also. But if you exercise with the claves in the hand, it's another feeling, believe me. But not only the sound clave, please exercise also the rumba clave. Deal? And you already know, it's not all. I'll do a second part of this video, but just if you want it. And one more time, thank you for being until now with me on this video. I hope you liked it and can learn a little bit out of it. Spread the word of this video and of musicality so we can live better and healthier. And here is one more bonus song for analysis. Surely you have heard this song in your salsa life. That song is called El Manicero. and was written by Mr. Moises Simon. It was 1930, and a very important song in the salsa world because it was one of the most important songs that time, and it made Cuban music famous in the USA. So listen it. People, next week I'll be back with crunchy and delicious content for you. If you missed my last videos, please go and watch it again. So this one is number 6. Now answer me, are you a musicality freak? See you guys, and adios muchachos y muchachas.